Hey folks, this is Emily. I'm talking with you today in an unmonetized video because there's stuff that shouldn't be monetized. And I want to talk with you about what's going on. My family's experiencing a serious emergent mental health situation. My husband is not well. The doctors are concerned there may be a physical issue with his brain. All the tests are getting on the calendar. We're going to know more in a couple of months. This has been an extremely hard time for my family, but I know that I'm not alone in my pain. I know that many of you all are with me in our pain. As we move into the autumn of 24, I hear from so many of us about very serious problems. People worried about losing their homes, people experiencing relationship breakdown, people dealing with very serious health issues emerging, and chronic health issues where now they can't get their medications due to the shortages. I hear from people who are struggling to build their future because holding together their present is the absolute limit of what they can bear. And to my mind, there are many signs on the table that indicate we are quite evidently today in the early stages of collapse. 5 years ago, if you showed at the hospital with signs of a brain tumor, you'd get some imaging. Now it's like, oh, seems like your brain doesn't work. How about you go drive a car? Let's go talk to the insurance and we'll see you in a couple of months. Like, that's what's normal now. But there was a time not so long ago where that was not normal. And I think it helps to acknowledge the size and scope of the challenges we're facing, to acknowledge that there are ways things have already changed. When we prepare, when we build resilience, we want to pull together the best information we can. We want to make the best plans we can to guide us. But it's also important to deeply hold the reality that we're moving into a time of greater uncertainty. Things are going to happen that we don't expect. Things are going to happen that are going to throw us off. AR is 3 years old now. I founded American Resiliency at the end of August in 2021. This has been an incredible journey. Some of the work I've done for the first time in my life, I've been proud of my work. Some of the work that I've done, I've known I was doing my life work. And it's been such an opportunity. I can't tell you what a gift this time has been. Because of the support of the community, I can keep going. But I had been very excited about doing more land work as I thought about moving into year 4 and 5. We'd been looking at land acquisition and we'd been looking at ways to show the land work, to teach the land work. Both my husband and partner so unwell, I can't walk a path that's going to take me away from him right now. I got to think about what I can do under these conditions. He's been out of work for quite some time now, and I've got to face the reality where he's likely to stay out of work for a while. So I got to keep going a day at a time. My family lives on a budget of about 3K a month. We're a family of five. I bring in about 2K a month at this time through the work with AR. I think I can get up to where we need to be within another 6 months or so if I start doing more consulting work. So I'm not especially scared about this challenge. I'm just sad about it, which it's like I'm sympathetic and fancy. Like I'm really sad to put the land work off. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I wanted to talk to grass. Now I have to work for a living. I got to tell myself, you got grass at home, Emily. Let me show you. We got grass at home. This is the first year turkeyfoot came into my prairie. This is a sign that the prairie I'm tending is truly coming in. I tell you, I cried and cried when I saw this turkeyfoot open up. This turkeyfoot came here of herself, and I'm so glad she's here. This is a real sign that we're moving in the right path with that prairie. 5 years ago, I think my husband would have been able to get an MRI when he was seen. 5 years ago, you would never have seen turkeyfoot growing of itself around here. Those are both true. I want you all to know I'm sorry I'm letting you down. I'm sorry I can't do all the things I thought I could do. No matter how much money I had, I'd still need to be putting a lot of my time and energy towards taking care of my family during this enormously difficult chapter of our lives together. But here's what I can do. As we move into year 4 with AR, because of the resilience of AR, there is still a lot I can do. I feel confident I can keep generating the localized climate information that many of us are using to get ready. I'm beginning to do the work our community needs to identify the boundaries of destination areas. And that is all becoming much clearer. I hope you can understand why some patience is important and why I'm taking time with that, because those are boundaries where I feel a great moral responsibility to call them to the absolute best of my capabilities, to take the time with them. We're not getting updated projections until at least 2028, so it's worth taking a little time to get these as best we can, to do the best we can with what we've got now from the NCA 5. This year, I'm going to get us all the best destination information I can with and without overlaid near-term AMOC collapse modeling. I'm going to be continuing to follow the new information coming out of the client science community, as well as new information coming out of the ag, financial, and insurance sectors to bring you the synthesis information that helps us identify what's signal and what's noise. And as I'm sure you agree, there's a lot of noise out there. And even a lot of the new information coming in, it just confirms what we should already be accepting, that there are major changes occurring in Earth's deep systems, that we have collectively poked some snakes that we will collectively regret having poked, that we are moving towards a higher uncertainty time. I feel confident enough in these things that I'm all in. I want to do my best to live a lifestyle that's in accordance with my values, where I can use those gifts I have received to give what help I can. I think this climate information is going to be important. I think location is going to matter as we move forward in this difficult time. And I don't think you ought to be sold this information. I've got kind of an old internet information ethic. I think people deserve access to information, especially information who's gathering they fund it. So I'm going to keep doing the best I can. And I'm sorry that I can't do more right now. In these challenging times, resilience gives us a core. Building resilience gives you a fallback point. In our just in time economic system, our current economic system, most people have no fallback. Most people live paycheck to paycheck, even at six-figure incomes. You can get taken out with one punch adhering to that system. It used to be very normal. Not so long ago, it used to be very normal in America that most households were capable of producing some of their own food and that some of their own household goods were also produced in the home. Most households used to do at least some of their own repairs and maintenance. Most households kept some of their labor and their time for their own production. We were not just consumers. I don't think we're going to like the way general conditions go over the next 5 years. I sure hope I'm wrong about that and actually everything is going to get easier, but I think it's going to keep getting harder and that the skills and relationships we build now are important, that we'll look back and remember that these are still the good times. And in times like this, we need to grow what we can. Even in the face of the adversity so many of us are currently experiencing, we must not give up. I wish I could do more, but I do think that what I can do matters. I think it matters to do what we can. I can't tell you how much the support of this community matters to me, how much I love and how much it matters that there are so many thousands of people who are looking together towards the future, trying to do the best we can. So many thousands of us for whom doom is not some sick entertainment, for whom our response is critical, for whom the response matters. There are so many of us out there looking to build the best future we can, to get ready as best we can. So many of us for whom it doesn't matter what the odds are, we're gonna take a stand and we're gonna do the best we can with the time that we have left. I know that I'm not alone in that, and I know that I'm not alone in my pain because of the AR community, and because of the AR community, I know that I'm not alone in my joy. When I bring in the day's harvest, when I see a new plant rising up out of the ground, when I see every day more and more evidence coming together, the promise of key destination areas holding, I know that we feel that joy together. I know that I'm not alone when I deeply feel the joy that I'm still alive, that I'm still here today. I know there are a lot of us out there who are hurting. It's okay that we're hurting together. Let's not give up. For all of us, we're born with the promise of death. Believe it or not, it was going to happen anyway, you know? And none of us are born with the promise of certainty. But while we've got time, we can make it count. Let's keep going and let's get ready. Folks, thanks for watching and for being here with me. As we run the credits, I want you to know how much the contributions of all these people matters. I wouldn't still be able to run AR without this community support. And I know many people cannot afford to give, and I never, ever want you to hurt yourself or take away from your family's needs to give to AR. There are plenty of us who don't have money. If you don't have money to give and you want to give, please consider my family in your prayers. I would be very grateful for that. Talk with you again soon, and hopefully I'll keep it together better next time. If you're going through it too, let's keep going.